Hello everyone. Today we will be dealing with the problems of exercise 10.3 starting from question number 6. Question number 6 is find the distance between parallel lines. First subdivision is 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0 and 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. You can see that the coefficient of x and y are both same in the equations and they are just differing with the constant. That means they are parallel lines. Okay, and what is the distance between two parallel lines formula? D is given to be, if the equation is in the form ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0, then D is equal to mod of c1 minus c2 divided by root of a square plus b square, right? So here your c1, c2 and ab are these things. Here a is equal to 15, b is equal to 8, c1 is equal to minus 34 and c2 is equal to 31. So you can just replace here. Therefore D is equal to mod of c1 is minus 34 minus 31 divided by root of a square is 15 square plus b square 8 square. So what you are getting? Minus 65, mod of minus 65 divided by root of 225 plus 64, which is equal to, mod of means you will get only positive thing, and here you will get root of 289, which is equal to 65 by, we will take only positive value, by 17. So the distance between the two given lines is 65 by 17 units. Okay. Second subdivision is L into x plus y plus p equal to 0 and L into x plus y minus r equal to 0. Here again you have to see, this is not compulsory that they will give that they are parallel lines. So we have to confirm whether they are parallel lines or not by seeing the coefficients of x and y. If both the equations are having the same coefficients for x and y, then they are parallel lines and you have to use accordingly the formula for distance. Okay, so here again you can see that it is Lx plus Ly plus p equal to 0 and this is Lx plus Ly minus r equal to 0. So here you have your A, capital A to be L, capital B is L, and C1 is P and C2 is minus r. That means comparing with the form Ax plus By plus C1 equal to 0 and Ax plus By plus C2 equal to 0. Now what will be D equal to? Again mod of C1 minus C2 divided by root of a square plus b square is the formula. Replace the values. Mod of C1 is P minus of minus r plus r divided by root of, both have L value, so you have L square plus L square, right, which is mod of P plus r by root of 2L square. So taking out from the root, this will become root 2 and this is L. So mod of P plus r by, again you will just take the positive value so that we are just making it as L inside the modulus and writing 1 by root 2 outside because it is positive. Here we are making it, we don't know the values of P, R and L, so that we are making it as modulus of. Why? Because just to show that we are just taking the positive value since it is the distance. Okay. So this is the answer, 1 by root 2 into mod of P plus R by L units. Question number 7 is find the equation of the line parallel to the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 and passing through the point minus 2 comma 3. We know that any line which is parallel to another line will be differing by a constant. That means if the given line is 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0, the required line will be of the form 3x minus 4y plus something else that we need to find out. Okay, so let the equation of the required line which is parallel to three x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 be 3x minus 4y plus k equal to 0. Now actually this is the equation which we need to get with the constant k. That k will be found out by using the another concept which is given in the question, that is the line, that is the required line, is passing through the point minus 2 comma 3. That means this point will satisfy this equation. What do you mean by satisfy this equation? Replacing with x and y, the equation will be satisfied. So that concept will give you the value of k. Okay, so substitute this as 1. Since equation number 1, that is this line, passes through the point minus 2 comma 3, it satisfies equation number 1. Okay, it means the point satisfies equation 1. Therefore, what you will get? You can just replace the value of x and y with minus 2 and 3. Therefore, 3 into minus 2 minus 4 into 3 plus k will be equal to 0. Which will give you minus 6 minus 12 plus k equal to 0. That is minus 18 plus k is 0, or k is equal to 18. So now you got the value of k, and you have to just replace it in equation number 1 to get the required equation. Therefore, required equation of the line is 3x minus 4y plus 18 equal to 0. Okay. Question number 8 is find the equation of the line which is perpendicular to the line x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0 and having x-intercept 3. Now since you have to find out the equation of a line which is perpendicular to this line, the slope of the required line will be the negative reciprocal of the slope of the given line. Okay, that is one way to do. So that way we will approach first. That is x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0 will help you to find out the slope of the required equation. How? Because this can be made in the form y equal to mx plus c, so that its slope you can get. So 7y is equal to x plus 5, or you can say y is equal to 1 by 7x plus 5 by 7. Therefore, slope of this line here you have m is equal to 1 by 7, right? The slope of the required line will be negative reciprocal of this. So you will get negative 7, right? Now what you have, it is passing through, that is its intercept, x-intercept is 3 means, suppose this is a line, x-intercept is 3 means this distance is 3. That means the point will be 3 comma 0 from where it is passing through the x-axis, so that you can use the line, the required line is passing through the point 3 comma 0, right? That is the meaning of x-intercept. This is given that the required line is passing through the point 3 comma 0. Now what we are taking is, let the equation of the required line be in which form we will use, because we know the slope and the point, we will use slope intercept form, that is slope and point. Okay, so what is this? Y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught. Now replace the values. This is x naught, y naught, so you'll get y minus 0 is equal to m, which is minus 7 into x minus x naught is 3. So that you'll get minus 7 plus 21 in the right hand side, and left hand side is y. This will come here and become 7x plus y minus 21 is equal to 0. So that is your required equation. Okay. Therefore, this is the required line. Clear? Question number 9 is find the angles between the lines root 3x plus y equal to 1 and x plus root 3y equal to 1. So when they say angles, that means how we can get angles. Two lines are there. If one is theta, that is the angle between these two lines. Here if it is theta, then this is also the two lines. So we'll get angle here also, and that will be 180 minus theta. So both the concepts we have to find out. Okay, so let's start with the lines and find out the slope of those lines, which will help us to find out the angle between them. First line is root 3x plus y equal to 1. That is, we have to make it as y equal to mx plus c so that you will get the slope. Okay, so it is y is equal to minus root 3x plus 1. So this is in the form y equal to mx plus c, where this is the slope. Therefore, slope of equation 1, suppose this is equation 1 of the line 1 is equal to minus root 3, and this will be taken as let m1. Okay. Now for the second one, which is x plus root 3y is equal to 1, you will get root 3y is equal to minus x plus 1, or y is equal to minus 1 by root 3x plus 1 by root 3. So again we have made it as y equal to mx plus c, where this is m here. So the slope of the second line is equal to minus 1 by root 3, which we will take it as m2. So first slope, second slope we have got. Now we will start with, therefore the angle between them, let the angle between them be theta. Now when we say the angle between them is theta, one angle is theta, the other one will be 180 minus theta. Okay. Now what is tan theta is equal to, tan theta is equal to mod of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Replacing the values, you will get mod of m1 is minus root 3, minus of minus 1 by root 3 will give you 1 plus 1 by root 3, divided by 1 plus minus root 3 into minus 1 by root 3. So these will get cancelled, and minus into minus, this will give you plus. So 1 plus 1 in the denominator, that is mod of, here again if you take the LCM it will be root 3, here it will become minus 3 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, which is minus 2 by root 3 divided by 2, that 2 will be in the denominator, that is root 3 will come in the denominator place, so that you will get mod of minus 1 by root 3, which is equal to 1 by root 3. Now what you have got, tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. So from this what you can say, theta is equal to 30 degrees or pi by 6. If it is in radians, pi by 6. Now that is theta. The other angle will be 180 minus. So what you will get, either it is theta or it is 180 minus theta, which is 180 minus 30, which will give you 150 degrees. Okay, so these are the two things. If you are not writing this, it's okay. So therefore the angles are 30 degree or 150 degrees. Okay. Question number 10 is, the line through the point h, 3 and 4, 1 intersects the line 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0 at right angle. Find the value of h. So what they have given, the line through these 2 points and the line, second line, both intersect at right angles. That means we can use the concept that slope of the product of the slopes of these two lines. First we have to find out the slope of these two lines, take the product and equate that to minus 1. That is m1, m2 equal to minus 1 can be used here. So first we will find out what is the slope of this line joining the given 2 points. So slope of the line joining h, 3 and 4, 1 is, how you will find out when 2 points are given, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is your x1 y1, x2 y2. So you get y2 minus y1 as 1 minus 3 divided by x2 minus x1 as 4 minus h, which is equal to minus 2 by 4 minus h. Okay. So this is slope of first one. Suppose this is your m1. Now we have to find out the slope of the second line. Second line is 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0. Now from this you will find out what is 9y equal to, which is 7x minus 19, or y is equal to 7 by 9x minus 19 by 9. So this is the slope because it is in the form y equal to mx plus c. Therefore slope of the second line is slope of the line 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0 is equal to 7 by 9. Okay, now you have m1 and m2 and let this be your m2. Okay, therefore, since they are at right angles, since the lines are at right angles, you will get m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. That is, what is m1? Minus 2 by 4 minus h into 7 by 9 is equal to minus 1. So negative gets cancelled. You will get here 14 by 4 minus h into 9 is equal to 1, or 14 is equal to 9 into 4 minus h, that is 36 minus 9h, or you can say 9h is equal to 36 minus 14, which is equal to 22. So 9h equal to 22, or h is equal to 22 by 9. Okay. Question number 11 is, prove that the line through the point x1 y1 and parallel to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 equal to 0. So first we are starting with a line which is parallel to any given line is, it will differ only by a constant. So first we will take a line which is parallel to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is, what you will get, that is of the form ax plus by plus k equal to 0. So it is just differing by a constant. Okay, let it be equation number 1. Now what they have given, through the point x1 y1, that means the line which you need is passing through the point x1 y1, that means the point will satisfy the equation. Okay, since x1 y1 lies on equation 1 will x1 y1 will satisfy the equation. Okay, x1 y1, the point will satisfy the equation. Equation number 1. So what you will get is a, instead of x we can write x1 plus b y1 plus k equal to 0. Let it be equation number 2. Now you have got these two equations, both are equations of the same line. What we are doing is we are just subtracting in order to get this result. Okay, in order to eliminate k, because k was taken by us and it is not in the prove that section. So what we are doing, subtracting the two equations. 1 minus 2 will give you, a is in common, ax minus ax1. So a is in common, so it will give you a into x minus x1, plus again by minus by1 will give you b into y minus y1. Again k minus k will give you 0. So right hand side is already 0, so you will get a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 is equal to 0. Okay. Question number 12 is, the lines passing through the point 2, 3 intersects each other at an angle of 60 degree. If slope of one line is 2, find the equation of the other line. So in order to get the equation of the other line, we need the slope of that second line, right? Because the slope of the first line is given and the angle between the two lines is given, we can find out the slope of the second one first. So let m1 is equal to slope of first line be 2 and theta is equal to 60 degree. Now we will start with tan theta and m2 be the second slope. Okay, so tan theta is equal to mod of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 is the formula. So here you are replacing tan theta with 60 degrees, so it will become tan 60 degree is equal to m1 with 2, so it is 2 minus m1 by 1 plus, 2 minus m2 by 1 plus 2 m2. Now what is tan 60? It is root 3. So you'll get root 3 is equal to mod of 2 minus m2 by 1 plus 2 m2. Now, in order to solve this, we have to remove modulus sign. And when we remove modulus sign, in either of the side, we have to put plus or minus. So, it is easy to put here. So, we are just making it as plus or minus root 3 is equal to 2 minus m2 by 1 plus 2 m2. Understood? The meaning of modulus is it can be either positive or negative. So, when we are removing it, we will get plus or minus. That plus or minus can be put any of the places, not both. Okay. Now, you have two cases, that is either this can be positive, this can be equated to root 3 or it can be equated to minus root 3, will give you two values of m2. Okay, so for going for the first one, we are just taking if 2 minus m2 by 1 plus 2 m2 is equal to root 3, what will happen to m2? Okay. So, you will get 2 minus m2 is equal to root 3 into 1 plus 2 m2, or 2 minus m2 equal to root 3 plus 2 root 3 m2. Now, collecting the terms of m2 and constant separating. So, m2, this minus m2 will go there as plus m2. So, the coefficient of m2 will become, what will happen? Here you have 2 root 3 and this will go there, means plus 1. So, it is 1 plus 2 root 3 is equal to, again we have taken this to the other side. That means root 3 will come here. So, this will become 2 minus root 3. So, that m2 is equal to 2 minus root 3 by 1 plus 2 root 3. So, this is your one value of m2. So, according to this value, what will be the equation that we will see? Okay. So, the equation of the line when m2 is equal to 2 minus m2 means it is the slope of this line and it is passing through the point 2, 3. So, you can use which form? Y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught, point slope form, to get the equation of the line. Okay, when slope is, we will write when slope is 2 minus root 3 by 1 plus 2 root 3 and passing through the point 2, 3 is, you will have y minus, what is y naught here? This is x naught, this is y naught. So, y minus 3 is equal to m, which is 2 minus root 3 by 1 plus 2 root 3 into x minus x naught, which is 2. So, this will give you, you are just multiplying, that means 1 plus 2 root 3 into y minus 3 into 1 plus 2 root 3 is equal to 2 minus root 3 into x minus 2 into 2 minus root 3. Now, you can take this term to this side, so that x term then y term, and we are just taking constants together. So, when this come to this side, it will give a negative sign, and that negative sign is taken inside, means this will become positive and this will become negative. So, that I can write root 3 minus 2 into x plus this term is same 1 plus 2 root 3 into y is equal to, again I am taking this to the other side. Here you already have this term, this will go there, means positive 3 into 1 plus 2 root 2 minus 2 into 2 minus root 3, that is 3 plus 6 root 3 minus 4 plus 2 root 3. Here you will get minus 1 plus 8 root 3, and this side you are having same, that is root 3 minus 2 into x plus 1 plus 2 root 3 into y is equal to minus 1 plus 8 root 3. This is one equation. Now, accordingly, as you take negative for this value, you equate it to negative root 3, then you will get another value for m2. Now, if we consider 2 minus m2 by 1 plus 2 m2 as negative root 3, equating this to negative root 3, it will give you another value of m2 that we will find out. It is 2 minus m2 is equal to minus root 3 into 1 plus 2 m2, which implies 2 minus m2 is equal to minus root 3 minus 2 root 3 m2. Now, collecting the terms of m2 Here you have negative, this is coming here, means it will become positive, so that it is 2 root 3 minus 1 into m2. Here you have negative, so this is minus 1, this will become positive, is equal to here negative root 3, and this will go there, that means both are negative. So you can take out negative sign, so that it is minus of 2 plus root 3, that is m2 will give you minus of 2 plus root 3 by 2 root 3 minus 1. 2 root 3 minus 1. So this is your second m2. Okay, and accordingly you will get the equation of the line also, that is equation of the line when slope is minus of 2 plus root 3 by 2 root 3 minus 1 and passing through 2, 3 is y minus, again y naught, x naught and y naught, this is x naught, this is y naught, so we'll get y minus 3 is equal to minus of 2 plus root 3 by 2 root 3 minus 1 into y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught, x minus 2. Now this cross multiplying you will get 2 root 3 minus 1 into y minus 3 into 2 root 3 minus 1 is equal to minus of 2 plus root 3 into x plus 2 into 2 plus root 3, which will give you, this is y term, this x term will be taken here so that it becomes positive, so we'll get 2 plus root 3 into x plus 2 root 3 minus 1 into y. This term will go there, so that already you have this positive and this will also become positive. 3 into 2 root 3 minus 1 plus 2 into 2 plus root 3. Right hand side will give you 6 root 3 minus 3 plus 4 plus 2 root 3. So here 6 root 3 plus 2 root 3 is 8 root 3 minus 3 plus 4 will give you plus 1. So that you are getting 2 plus root 3 into x plus 2 root 3 minus 1 into y is equal to 8 root 3 plus 1. That is the second equation which you can get from the given concept. Okay.